Welcome back to East Coast Outside Adventures. Today, me and Holly is out on a day trip. Uh, just trying to set my wolf den tarp up like a tent, but as you can see, it's got all kinds of wrinkles in it. All kinds of them. There's a wrinkle here, wrinkle there, there, and on the other side, it's got a sag in the middle. The ground's not so level. It's not working with me today. But I got pretty much, the whole basic. Oh, look, I got two 3-piece poles to click together with a little thumb button there. So got three pieces of each. It's got the spike part on the top and a little rounded, flat round on the bottom, so it's not getting a bunch of dirt up in the pole. So I got two guided lines, one on each end. I got it pulled tight as far as I can go. I got a peg right here, and I got a peg in the same spot on the other side, each of the four corners. So I got one end tied off to a tree, and I got the other end guide out to a peg in the ground. So I used up all my pegs, I think. Yeah, I did. I used all my pegs up. I think there's like a dozen of them, I think. But we're gonna get some coffee going here. She's gonna sit and read out here in the woods for some odd reason. I don't know why. But
it's relaxing.
Oh, because it's relaxing apparently. So we got coffee cups. I got my titanium cup. I got my little teapot. I haven't used this for a while, so I figured I might, bring it out and use it for today. Get her blackened up on the bottom a little bit more, but well. The water. Uh-oh. I think I forgot my top. Nope, there it is. Canister top. Got it. Bags. Bags. Oh, I got my fire steel, but I forgot my striker today. Wait a minute. Oh, no, I didn't. I got a knife in my pocket. Haha. There we go. I almost had to cheat and use my lighter, but not today. Remember, I always carry a knife in my pocket, no matter where I go. Even though it's a little jackknife, but it still works. So, that
doesn't hurt to have one on hand.
I always got one on hand, you know that. I don't know why I need spices, but I brought them anyway. Not like I'm going to spice up our coffee. So, so we're going to have some coffee, as I said. And I'm going to get this sucker going. Catch you guys back in a second. Alright guys, getting the water going. Took a few minutes. I had to stop recording and whatnot. My knife just wasn't working. I found another knife in my bag that does work. I know that for a fact because I've used it before. Yeah, there is a lot of construction going on around today. lots of wheelers and side-by-side stuff going. So I am in a
Local area.
yeah, we're in a very local area. We can walk here in about 20 minutes. So
Nice hike to get here.
yeah, not long, but it's nice and quiet and whatnot. So we're there's the water to boil, I guess, and I could have used my big 750 ml pot, but I didn't really feel the need to. So we got 2 coffees. Well, we got 4, but only 2 apiece. So I'll go here for a little bit, kick back, maybe relax inside. Who knows? Would have brought my other poles. I could have pitched it up so we could sit underneath of it, but me being who I am, I forgot. So just in a hurry to get out. You know, want to get out. I haven't been able to get out for a while. The weather's been terrible. Rainy. It's been mild, but raining. So, and like I say, you know, you guys know I don't have a vehicle to go jump into. You know, go from location or from home to a certain location and stay dry. I either gotta walk or jump on my ATV. So I don't need to be getting soaked at the end of November. You know, being mild and rainy. You know what I mean? So I don't really feel the need to get sick and pass it on to Polly, where she works in a residential home care. So I don't really feel like, you know, I feel pretty bad if we got her sick and then she got all the residents sick and all that stuff. I wouldn't feel too good about that. So I just choose to play it safe that way.
You're on the safe side for everybody.
Yeah. So, but yeah. Anyways, we're gonna wait for the water to boil and then we're gonna have our coffees.
I have a day off work, so I wanted to enjoy it while I had the chance to before we started getting the weather that we're supposed to be getting.
It'll be a pretty crappy next couple of days. I'm gonna try and get out, but you know, the day of filming them, I usually have a video out every Monday and Friday, but say over the weekend it was pretty rainy. Kind of ruined my Saturday. So yesterday wasn't too bad. You know, I just helped her a little bit. She worked the whole weekend, so I just, you know, tried to clean the house a little bit. So
I'm starting to get them trained.
You hear that? I don't believe it. Neither should you. Neither should you. So here's let our water boil up, and then might actually be. Oh, got a couple more minutes. It should be boiled. So yeah, let that boil up, and then we'll get back to you. All right, let's give you guys a little inside shot here. There is ample room in here for 2 people if it was pitched properly. I got a little bit of a roof sag, but I'm just doing it for basically like a future use kind of thing, just to get an idea of how I'm going to set it up, kind of thing. Almost like a hammock tarp kind of setup. Like, let's see, I have the One Tigers Anchorage tarp, which I use for hammock camping. So I got it pitched almost something like that. You see, I got makeshift doors pinned back. Of course, there is a big gap in between them, but I mean, if this was a little bit lower and pitched on a little more level ground, I'd probably have those closed a little bit better than what they are. Probably a good inch at the top, then probably about 6 inches. No, I'd say about 10-inch gap at the bottom. Right in here, but I'll move my pack out of the way. So, yeah, so I got a substantial gap here at the bottom and minimal at the top. So, but there is ample room in here for 2 people. If you were camping with a friend or your significant other. So, yeah, I'm just gonna. I could lay down right here, but if I had the doors pinned shut right there in front of the camera, I'd have to almost sleep on a diagonal, have my gear at one end or the other, preferably up at this end by my head. I'd probably use my backpack as a pillow. But depending on which way the wind was blowing, if it was blowing this way, it wouldn't be so bad. I'd keep that end open, or maybe even just close one side and sleep on that side with the two doors closed. But I could lay down here like so, have my gear on all on that side, have my sleeping area right here, right where I'm laying, and say if I had to, I'd have to close these doors quite significantly if I could. But as of right now, it's like this right now. This time of year, well, today anyway, it's not so bad. But it's quite mild. It's like 10 degrees today. So yeah, it's not bad. So if I had it pitched a little bit wider, I'd be able to probably sleep two people. But as of right now, I can only sleep one. But if I wanted to, I could probably sleep on a diagonal. Wouldn't really bother me. It wouldn't really bother me anyways. Just, you know, depending if the ground was saturated with a lot of water, which say it has been raining the last 3 or 4 days. It's going to rain again for the next 2 or 3 days. So, it's like, where the heck was this rain during the summertime? But anyways, just thought I'd give you guys, you know, a little inside look of the shelter. See what it, you know, just to give a little more of a, you know, reference to what I'm trying to do here. Hopefully next time I set it up like this, I'll be staying the night and a little bit more on more level ground. So, but I do believe the coffee's ready, and I kind of want one. So I'll just swing you guys around, and I'll have my coffee. All right, guys. Like I said, coffee's ready. It's still hot. That's not bad. I let it cool down for a couple minutes anyway. I had a little bit of cold water. I let it boil too long. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but there's a ton of geese around here somewhere. I know where they're at. They're in the field over there across the tracks. There's two cornfields.
Yes.
Yeah. I think the geese might have got a little hungry and they stopped for a little snack in the two harvested cornfields away on the through the woods and across the old rail bed. Two ginormous fields that were just full of corn over the summer and earlier in the fall. So I think they're getting what the farmers left behind. Also, you can hear it every so often, the clanging and banging. Well, let's say the Department of Transportation is not far away, and they're getting everything all greased up, all maintenanced and all that stuff for the winter, for the salt trucks and any plows and all that stuff. So hear that banging and clanging, just to let you know what that is. So yeah, and them geese are loud.
I love the sound of geese.
Yeah. So, anyways, I'm gonna turn the camera off for a couple minutes, and I'll see if I can get them geese. Alright guys, probably heard in the previous two clips, I know they're probably like about a minute and a half between the two of them, but say the first one, the geese were just way off in the field, and then the second one, I'm not sure if you could have seen it or not, but if you look between the trees, you can see them coming in and getting louder. Just doing a little bit of filming for that, I got Holly's attention, and she got some of the, oh, she got a little recording of the geese coming in through the trees, and then they just did.
They're coming back this way
Them
again.
suckers are loud. I'm gonna spin that camera around and see if I can see them. Not sure if you guys can see those or not. I can't, but hopefully you can hear them. Like that's awesome. Rarely see that many, well, here anyway. Like, yeah, like that is just awesome. Like, the geese are just that way. I'd say about a quarter mile, maybe. A quarter mile, maybe even half. Half a mile will be stretching it, but I mean, probably a good quarter mile away. And them suckers are loud. There's probably a good 300-400 of them, maybe. There's a boatload of them.
It's supper time.
Yeah, it's coming on 3 o'clock for us, but for them, they'll probably stop and have a snack on the way south. I don't know how they can afford to travel, so I wonder what they pay for an airline ticket. Right? I know some of you are probably thinking it. But yeah. But no, that's awesome. So by the time we leave here, and they'll probably still be there, but they won't be as loud. So, but no, we're gonna kick back and enjoy our coffee. All right, guys. Still sitting here enjoying our coffee, and Holly's still reading her book. What book are you reading anyway?
It's called The Fireman by Joe Hill.
And who's Joe Hill?
An author.
Yeah, but
I don't know. I just seen the book on Amazon. It sounded good, so I bought it. So I now have all of his books.
Didn't you say that was Stephen King's son or something?
I think so. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I've been wrong before.
But oh, the geese finally quieted down. It's been about a half an hour. So we just sitting here drinking our coffee, and the geese were just as loud as ever. And they finally decided to settle down and eat.
Just like kids.
Almost. I think the geese are worse. But yeah, we're over here in local woodland anyway, so we're bound to see or hear something. Here before too long, we'll be hearing owls. Yeah. Last time we were out here, she heard an owl screech. Scared the living daylights out of her.
First time I've ever heard an owl screech. I've heard them hoot, but not screech. I thought it was somebody in the woods screaming.
Yeah, I've heard them screech before. I knew what it was. Kind of startled me a little bit because, kind of catch you off guard a little bit. But no, first time she ever heard one screech like that. Scared the living daylights out of her. So.
And then I got laughed at.
Yeah, again. But no, we here a little while ago was looking around here, and we had a little squirrel buddy up in the tree, just chattering away. So it's nice when you get little critters like that. Just you're out looking around and you just happen to see him. He just stops and stares at you like, "What are you doing here?" kind of thing, right? So, but yeah,
it's nice when you see wildlife actually out.
Yeah.
When you're out.
It is.
We were out a lot during the summer, but we didn't really see much wildlife. Not even any birds.
It was
too hot.
It was too hot, yeah. It was scorching hot. We had fire bans all throughout summer. A little sprinkler rain. The fire ban was still on because we didn't get enough rain. So now we're getting our rain from the summer. I wonder if they're gonna put put the fire ban off, or take the ban off. I wonder.
We're good now.
I think we're good. Yeah, we had a lot of rain, so there'd be no point in me going out for an overnighter tonight. The wood's just, and then the ground. Well, the ground's not the problem. They'd be trying to keep the fire going with all this wet wood. So even though it's rotten or dead, it still soak up water like like a sponge. So just give it a. Supposed to get, like I said, we're supposed to get some more rain next couple of days anyway, so it's gonna be even worse. Uh, Geese are at it again. But yeah, it's just trying. Once you get the fire going, it's not so bad. It's just putting that wet wood on there and hearing it sizzle. Like oh, I don't know. Get that water sizzle on a hot frying pan. It just sizzling right out of the wood. So it'd be almost kind of pointless, but it would still be fun. It's no excuse, but I mean, even still, I say I just don't feel like getting sick this time of year, especially where Holly works in residential home care, like I was saying earlier. So, but anyways, we're enjoying the outdoors today. Starting to cloud over a little bit. You still see a couple blue patches, but not very many.
I see more gray than blue.
Yeah. See a couple blue spots here and there, but all around.
I think the blue patches are gone.
No, I see one way down there. Way down there.
Yeah, okay.
She can't see it, but I can. It's a bluish white. It's a non-dark cloud. But no, there's the odd white patch of sky that's not turned gray yet. But I mean, it is starting to cloud over. It is gonna rain, so we're gonna finish our coffee and she's gonna read some more of her book, and then we're gonna pack up and get this video to you guys for the next day. So, but I think for right now, I was doing 2 videos a week on a Monday and a Friday. I think I'm gonna go down to 1 video a week for a little bit. I know I was doing reviews on stuff that I own. But I know some of you don't care. Some of you kind of like that, seeing what I have, how I use my stuff. A lot of people just, okay, he's got gear, yahoo. But, oh well. I have my gear because that's what I want to use. You have your gear because that's what you want to use. We all have our own preferences and our own opinions on gear, so why not, right? If I can show you something that I have that I like using the way I use it, I'm going to tell you. Well, not really tell you, but I'm going to, explain how I use it in my own way. You might have the same thing, but use it totally different. So, everybody has different uses for everything. So, anyways, enough of me rambling on and listening to the geese, which is nice. I'm gonna turn the camera off for a little bit, just kick back and enjoy our coffee. So, all right, we'll catch you guys back in a little bit. All right, guys, we're just about done. It's almost 4 o'clock. We gotta get back, something to eat and whatnot. We'll see about bringing my stove out today, but just decided not to. Just go have a relaxing day. Have coffee, set shelter, just for future use. Not giving any spoilers away or nothing. But excuse yourself next time.
Sorry.
But no, just set up. Get a feel on how I want to have it set up when I go to use it. I may come back to this spot here and do an overnighter. I'm not sure. There's a trail just behind the camera, and actually I've got the shelter pitched on a walking trail. It's not used very often.
I don't think it's used at all.
No. When we were here last, using the stove, the pork chop. Were the pork chops? No. What did we have?
Pork chops.
We had pork chops and whatnot.
Rice.
Supper. Yeah, it's pork chops and rice. That's it. We had the smoky hut, and it was actually pitched right where the camera's sitting right now. All of our wood and everything is still in the same exact spot that we had it before, so I don't think anybody's been back here. But the trail does wrap around to the back side of the camera, wraps around up through the woods and whatnot. One of these days we're going to follow it and see where it does go, see if I can find a suitable spot to pitch a tent for a night, or that. So it will be pitched a little bit differently if I can find a little more level ground, whatnot. So we're gonna finish my coffee here in a second.
Mine's already gone. Drinking coffee, reading a book, you don't realize you drink your coffee that fast.
Coffee's gone. So we're gonna this away, that away, everything back in where it goes, and we're gonna pack up, and I'll bring you guys back. Alright guys, we're all packed up as you can see. Things all put away. We had no fire, so we don't have to, snuff that out or nothing. So, I'd say we had a pretty good afternoon. What do you think?
It was relaxing. It was nice to get out, away from work for a little bit.
Yeah. She worked, 4 days straight?
Yeah. It was a long weekend, but it was a good weekend.
She worked last Friday, well, previous Friday, from 3 in the afternoon till 11 at night, then had to turn around and go back into work for 7 o'clock in the morning.
That was a little rough.
On Saturday. So, she worked from 7 to 7 Saturday and Sunday. She had today and the next day off. So she wanted to get out before it started hammering down rain. So,
didn't go very far, but it was nice to get away from everything.
Yeah. So, still hear four-wheelers and dogs barking and trucks clanging and banging and whatnot. But other than that, it's just your normal, suburban noise.
The nature-wise, it was nice.
Yeah. The geese is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how many flocks of geese there was. It was a lot. But, I say, for being in a local woodland, just outside of town, it wasn't bad. Nice and decent, so. And yes, Dad, I have an orange thingy on my backpack. I know you're going to say something. So, but no, overall we had a pretty good afternoon, so we're gonna, we got our...
I'm all packed up, ready to go.
Yeah, she only had a stool, a water bottle, and a book. I had everything else, so, but we're gonna buckle up here. So we're gonna turn tail and go home, I guess. So, alright, we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Later.